Lovely jubbly. Right then, we are in the middle of our festive Flextravaganza event. All you need to do is spend just £5 in order to open up your Flexi basket. So, for example, the stamps that were very busy that are on screen for you, you'd only be paying half that today. Very, very good indeed. Right, so without further ado, so Claire, hello again.
Hello.
Yes, so is this your last show today?
It is.
Aha. Well, we've been selling out of stuff anyway, so we were extremely busy earlier. Now we've got some brand new stamps. Now they sold out earlier, but we've got them back on a delayed dispatch from the 20th of July, but we're a quarter of the stock gone already, so it's been going in between the shows. Now, do you want to talk us through these lovely stamps, Claire?
Yeah, the team, Gwen and the team have done such a good job on these stamps, and you've obviously got the big ticket as our kind of one of our centerpieces, but then we've got the train and the deer with the trees to complement that. You've also got the stars both on the strings and individually, so you can start to build scenes either within the tag or outside the tag as well. And then we've got those beautiful sentiments that on their own or within the tag, you know, you don't need to do very much to get a beautifully finished card or project. So for me, the craftability of these is just huge, and I think I'm going home with even more ideas today, things that I want to play with. So.
And I love this sample. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that with the reflection there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got this one here. So pretty. I really like the size of the sentiments here. And by the way, the mirror card you can see in the back here, it's at the bottom of the screen. It's back on a happy hour deal, and there's a big saving on that. But just look at these, look at the tickets. It really gets me in the mood. It's so festive.
I think as well, you can see the sentiment there that we've used almost to make our own pattern paper. So yeah, and just stamped in one colour as well. Imagine it in lots of different colours as well. It'd be great.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, you could do matching wrapping paper, couldn't you?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, loving that. That's nice in the monochrome. Amazing. Lovely then. So just £14 and what was that, 95 pence. But remember, it's only half of that today because you can open up your Flexi basket. 143407. Next then, we've got our True Red and our Super Smooth. 25 sheets each, and I've got this right, the red is the 290 GSM.
It is, yeah.
And the Super Smooth, that is 300 GSM. 25 sheets of each.
It is, and that's your 21 by 30, so just slightly bigger than A4. So it makes all of your basic card folding that much easier, and you don't have to like trim anything to a size that's divisible in by 2 to get a half fold, and we give you the instructions with it as well. So you get your 10 card folds with it.
We like that. We've got a few samples out of this cardstock as well, so that's really pretty. But it's such a lovely, bright, rich red, isn't it? This cardstock.
It's fabulous, and you can stamp on it. We'll stamp on it in this hour as well, so you can just see it. But it's great for construction as well. So for your basic cards, for matting and layering, you can stamp on it. So yeah, it's versatile as a coloured cardstock as well.
Absolutely. Hang on, let's get another red one. Sorry, 1 second. Here we are. Look, this one looks really cool, doesn't it?
That's brilliant. Yeah. So that lovely Cheryl's made that one.
Nice.
So she's used the Scotch tape to mask off and ink around it. And I love the train going at different angles. I think that's really cute.
Nice. Right, so if you'd like this cardstock, it is £9.99. Item number is 607753. Next then, we've got the 10.5 centimetres. Can you tell us about this size card then? Yeah,
so 10.5 by 30 is great for your smaller cards. So they're almost kind of A6. Right. If you were doing it out of the more traditional card sizes. Fab. So they make beautiful little cards.
Yeah, I like this.
I really like them, and I think you can pack a big punch with a little card.
Yeah.
And as well as all your standard card folds, you've obviously, you know, you've got things like your gatefold, but you can do an easel card, inverted stepper. Yeah. There's a little frame card on those instructions as well. So yeah, again, even though that's our smaller card stock, you can see you can still play so much with these stamps, and and just get a lot out of them,
yeah,
really.
get impact, totally. Now, we have gone limited stock with this card collection, this size. It's £10.99, 863425 is the item number. Then the next size, this is the 15 by 30. Can you tell us a bit about this size?
Yeah, good go-to size. So
Yep.
if maybe you're not sure what's your favourite, 15 by 30
Yep.
is a good go-to, because you've kind of got that 6 by 6 inch type
Fold card?
fold, yeah, and area to work on as well. So it gives you quite a big area to work on. And just, you know, a little bit of matting and layering. You can see there's a little bit going on those cards, but completely achievable as well. Again, you get your 10 folds with it.
Yeah.
Gatefold, Z-fold, double gatefold, all of those kind of things. So, yeah, you'll get your instructions, and with that one, you get your frame instructions as well.
That's good. And you've got 100 sheets here. £18.99, 215 291 is your item number. Then we've got a 20 by 40 collection. So this one I hadn't seen until this morning, this size.
Yeah, so this is becoming one of our most popular sizes, and it's because you can't cut that down yourself unless you've got a huge trimmer. And if you want to make those really bespoke centrepiece cards, this is the size that you want to go for. So you can still obviously do all your different card folds, but just to have that big, beautiful area.
Yeah.
So if you're going to layer lots of things up, obviously we've made just a little stationery holder. So obviously we've done that for Christmas, but you could put notelets in it and that kind of thing. You can do a pizza box out of that size as well. So again, you know, if you wanted, if you'd made one of those layered cards, you'd want that, maybe a nice, really nice kind of pizza type box to put in it.
Lovely. Do we get instructions with these
as
well? You
do get 10 instructions with that one as well.
Nice. £14.99. Item number is 219616. Lovely jubbly. Right then, so we're back to our 10.5 centimetres, but this time we've got the super smooth.
Super smooth. What can I say?
I know.
I know we talk about it a lot, but it's just a go-to cardstock. And again, it's one of those things that I see other guests with Pink Frog Super Smooth as well, which for me, that says an awful lot about the quality of this product. And you get the same quality day in, day out. It's never different. Yeah. And you can do all of your techniques on it. So you can stamp on it, you can stencil on it, you can do, it's really nice at doodling on actually.
Oh, lovely.
You can spritz on it, glitter on it, just about everything really.
Good stuff. Now I've just looked, you're getting 160 sheets in total. It's £10.99. 083028 is your item number. Then we go on to the, 18 by 24. And you're getting 100 sheets of this one. 300 GSM, £11.99 is the price. Item number is 651356. Sorry, I was trying so hard not to sneeze. Sorry. Lottie said, you are a person, it's fine. I know. Darn hay fever. Right, then we've got our fabulous masket sheets here. So useful. Again, so many people go to these.
Definitely, and I think masket's one of those things that once you try it and you realise you can layer your stamps, so you can make it look as though something is stamped behind something else.
Yes.
So, especially at Christmas, when we're maybe going to actually physically post out via, you know, the postal service, you might want something that looks 3D, but actually is flat, so you can get it at the cheaper rate. So masket's absolutely brilliant for that, and all kinds of different techniques. So we'll have a bit of a play with a masket this hour.
Sounds good. 10 sheets then for £9.99, 976569. And then we've got our foam pad bundle going on here. Right, it's £24.99, but you've got a lot here, haven't you?
Yeah, you get absolutely loads in that. So you get your foam pads on a roll.
Yes.
So you get the 1500. You then get the thin tape on a roll.
That one,
which is that one. And then you get 2 sheets of the 2mm and 2 full sheets of the 3mm. So the sheets are great for die cutting.
Oh, yes.
So put your card on top, put you through with your dies and things. So if you're making shaker cards and things like that,
all much easier.
The foam sheets are great for that, and the foam roll's good for that as well. If you've got maybe a bit of an unusual shape, you can manipulate it a little bit more. So brilliant value if you compare it to buying, you know, just a small sheet of foam pads. You know, I'd go through those
very quickly.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
And I use a lot of foam, and I am still, I think I've only used 1 roll since we've had them, and you know, I use a lot.
I bet. I'm not the samples,
and I'm not stingy with them either, because the samples get packed down. So you know, I do make sure I use a lot in there.
Nice.
So yeah, really good value.
Good. It's your staple then. £24.99. You've got a £5.50 saving. 325813 is your item number. Now here you go. This is the happy hour, and it's that wonderful sort of rainbow mirror card. 40 sheets, 300 GSM. Again, another great weight. £9.99, £14 off, only up until the end of the hour. 715293. Then we've got the EVA glue, £13.99 for a whopper of a bottle, 225 mils. 538442 is your item number. Then we've got some non-clog bottles, and they've got such lovely fine tips as well. £13.99, 603282 is your item number. Now the red velvet card. Now we did have sellouts earlier on. We haven't got any more glitter cards, but we have got the red velvet card for £9.99, and you've got 10 sheets, and it's a beautiful card, it really is. 610625. We are 60% of the stock gone. All you need to do then is call us on the usual number 01733 602000, or you can shop online at thecraftstore.com. Over to you then, Claire.
I thought we'd make something, we'll make basically a bottle tag. So if you're giving somebody a bottle of anything, we'll make a little hanging tag to go on it.
Cool.
So we're going to start, this is our True Red 21 by 30, and I am just going to trim this down to 8 centimetres. So it's still the 21, so that piece is 21 by 8. Let's pop that there. We'll grab a scoreboard, and we're just going to put 1 score line in it, and that's just going to be at 7.5. And we can see we're already starting to get a little bit of a shape going on.
Yep.
I'm just going to punch a circle in it. Again, if you've got dies, you can do this. I am just using a punch to do this, and I am just doing it by eye, because that's so much easier. And then back to
perfect, actually.
Back to our little circle again.
Yeah.
I am just, because I just want it all to tie in with our ticket. So on all of the corners and anywhere where there's kind of a fold as well, we're going to pop this. And again, all of a sudden, we've now got a door hanger that looks a bit like a ticket.
Yeah, it does,
so
actually.
It kind of pulls it all together.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab some paper, just to make clearing up a little bit easier. I didn't mean to drop the tag, bear with.
That's all right.
There you go. So just to give this a bit more of a Christmassy flavour, I'm going to grab our pearly winks. I'm going to grab the colour pop. I'm just going to move things out the way, because I'm quite messy when I spray these. So this is the colour pop, this is the white one, and this looks lovely on here. So that will just sit on there. And then this one is the, this is pearl mist, this is diamond pearl.
Fabulous.
So with these ones, shape them side to side rather than up and down. You don't want to get too many air bubbles in them really, or a little bit side to side. And again, we'll pop some of this on, and it'll just give it a nice shimmer.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll set that to one side while we work on our decoration for
Lovely
this.
stuff, yeah.
So wherever possible, I do prefer to leave things to dry if I can, rather than heat set them. We will have a little bit of a wipe. think I am going to leave a bit of a sparkly desk when I leave today. But
That's all right. We forgive you.
I'm sure they're used to it.
Yeah.
So, where are we? I've got to remember what I'm doing now. Oh, I know. Right, so we're going to stamp the tag. So I'm going to get our red back in. Bear with me. There we go. Right. Bit of anti-static because we're going to heat emboss.
Cool.
And therefore we want some heat and we want some... So, stamp. So this is our tag stamp.
It's such a good size.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know, there's something nostalgic about tickets, isn't there?
I think there is, and I think we get less of them these days.
That's right.
As well. We get, you know, emails and things like that. So I'll pop that on there.
Every so often I'll go up Brighton Pier and I'll play on some of the games up there, and you know, you get the tickets out of all of the machines.
I am just going to put, because I want some other little bits in silver, so I'm going to do it all at the same time. So I'm going to use our little stars. Because that way, when I get my embossing powder out, I've done it all in one go. And we are going to do, now we'll do that one in black. I want the other star, there it is.
Cool.
So this is kind of our North Star. We're going to pop that on our tag, which is really pretty. So now, grab a piece of paper that's wet. There it is. And we'll grab some embossing powder. This is just some silver embossing powder. This one's got a bit of a glitter finish to it, so it's quite pretty.
Yeah. Need to be able to do that for you at some point in the future.
It's like so close yet so far away,
I know, right?
isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. I'm getting quite good at it now, though.
Yes.
It's still better when you do it, though. Right, let's give this a heat.
Ah, it's going to look really good on the red card.
I am going to do it from the back with this being a glitter because it'll blow off a little bit on the front. Are you all right there? There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
Always magic every time. So do you find it gives it a smoother finish from heating underneath?
Yeah, especially if it's an embossing powder that's got any kind of like glitter in it.
Okay.
It kind of melts more into the ink if you heat it from the back, whereas sometimes the bits blow off a little bit on the front.
Yeah.
But we'll give it a blast on the front in a minute. Just to make sure we've got everything.
Yep.
There we go. Lovely. And we are going to grab our deers. What I am going to do is I'm going to trim that down a little bit so I don't damage any more of that beautiful red card.
Yeah.
Because it's precious. And then we'll grab some tape because I'm going to stamp the deer and I just don't want it to go over the edges. So this is our Scotch removable tape. One of the other guests asked me before, she said, does that ever rip your paper? I'm like, nope.
No, it's good.
It's good stuff.
I use it for my die cutting.
Yeah, die cutting and just holding things in place. With stencils, it's pretty good
as well.
Trying to hold those in place.
Yes.
I love the fact I haven't done that straight. Sorry, Hazel.
Oh, it's all right.
Hazel likes things straight. I'm like, that'd be fine. So, ooh, we could use some, no, we'll just stamp these in black.
Okay.
I could use some embossing powder, but let's just pop them on in black for now. So we've got our little deer going in there. And we will let's pop Winter Wishes in the bottom. I just love it. I just think it's such a nice sentiment, and especially maybe if you're giving cards to people who you're not sure whether they celebrate Christmas or not.
Yeah.
Winter Wishes is a good one, yeah. Or you could turn it into a winter birthday card as well, which is nice.
Yes.
There we go. Even these tiny little words just stamp so beautifully.
Nice. Oh, now with the stamps, we are half the stock gone. And again, just to reiterate that it's on extended delivery from the 20th of July because we sold out earlier on.
So I am just going to cut this out.
That's the thing, it's a nice, easy shape to cut out
It
as
is,
well.
and like I said before, if cutting the round bits isn't something, you know, you're particularly comfortable with and you're really happy with how far you've got,
Yeah.
so your stamping's gone well, your embossing's gone well, you've masked it and everything else, you're like, oh, if I cut it out wrong now, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Yeah.
Just leave it as it is and pop it on another piece, just mat and layer it.
Yeah.
I'm cheating. I'm not cheating, I'm being creative.
Yeah.
It's very different, isn't it?
Of course it is.
And using our, just like I say, just a little circle punch. There we go. And now I am going to pop this onto some of our lovely mirror cards.
Nice.
So our rainbow mirror.
And that is the happy hour deal for the day.
So let's use we'll use some of our red liner tape for this actually. Just because we can.
Yep.
Just pop a couple of pieces on here.
I think, am I right saying it's 30 metres on each roll?
It is, so it's
Yeah.
like the equivalent of six normal rolls. You do get an awful lot on them.
That's
And
really
again, they
good.
just last ages. So I'll pop those on there. What I will do is just to get rid of like any static and make sure that's stuck down. This is just our Cool Cats kind of tool, and they come off much easier. So that's a really good little tip. And we will just pop that on there. So I'm sticking it down, so two of my borders are already kind of dealt with. So I've already kind of got a border on that side and a border on that side, so now I've only got two to cut.
Cool.
So just anywhere that you can save a couple of minutes, I think is a fabulous idea. And you're not wasting any of your precious card either. So we'll pop that in there. I think I've managed to smudge it, which is about right. There we go. Right, so there is our little
That's really
topper.
cool.
And I just love that little bit of bling is in there. What we're going to do is now we've gone bling, let's go really bling.
Sounds good.
So I'm using there we go. I'm using the really fine tip glue bottle, our non-clog one, but for your fine detail work, the one with a blue lid is absolutely fabulous. And you can see I don't get like big bits of glue out, it just comes out and almost just flows into those areas really.
Nice. We've popped the glue bottles at the bottom of the, oh no, it's, oh, apologies, no, at the bottom of the screen is the mirror card, sorry.
So just a quick reminder, and you'll hear it from all of the Pink Frog demonstrators, when you've finished using them, just give them a quick wipe, keep that clean, and that way your glue, your nozzle isn't going to stick in your pin isn't going to get stuck in your nozzle then. So that'll just go straight in there, but just always give them a quick wipe, keep them nice and clean. So I've done that. I need to put some glitter on it now, don't we? So pop a little bit of green on. Let's bring a little bit of colour in.
Nice. Oh, that's a lush colour.
A little bit of wet ink, but that'll dry nice. If I've got any areas where it's not got glitter, I can go in and add some more later if I want to. And what we'll do is just add a little bit of glitter under here as well. So again, you can see I can almost draw with this bottle. You know what? Let's add some snow as well. So you can see you can just put little tiny dots on. One in the middle of there as well. Oh, I could put some on his antlers as well. Look at that.
Oh, that looks so pretty. With the glue bottles, half the stock has now gone to the side of the screen.
And with the EVA glue, this dries clear as well, so anywhere where the glitter doesn't stick to it, again, it's not going to be noticeable. So yeah, it's an absolutely fab glue to use. There we go. And then all we need to do, so that's nice and dry now.
Cool.
So haven't had to heat set that.
Dries quite quickly, actually.
It does,
Yeah.
you know, it's not over wet. And then I am going to grab some of our foam pads. Obviously, my glue and glitter is still a little bit damp at the minute, but we should be able to manage to stick this on.
Fab.
And yeah, we'll go straight.
Oh, that looks so
And there we
gorgeous.
go. And then you can just obviously hang that over a bottle.
Yeah, bottle of fizz.
Yeah, bottle of fizz, but yeah, anything you like really.
Yeah, lovely.
There we go.
Thank you very much, Claire. I'll do a recap then. So we have got these beautiful stamps, new today, and they are, I love the tickets. I just think they're so beautiful. And then you've got the train. So think about, you know, the Polar Express and all of that sort of thing. You've got the deer. You've got those lovely large sentiments on there, the Merry Christmas and your season's greetings. I've got the stamped board actually, so let's show you this. There you are, don't they stamp beautifully? Just love those images. Excellent. Right then, look at that. So we've got our Ticket Express, and you've got the ticket, you've got the extra stars. There's the 25th of December. I love those hanging stars. I think they're so pretty. And then of course in the banner, you could pop some sentiments as well. £14.95. 60% of the extended delivery stock has gone. 143407 is your item number. Do excuse me. Next then, so this is just larger than A4, these sheets, so it's 21 by 30 centimetres. Now you'll get 25 sheets of that beautiful red, that's 290 GSM, and 25 sheets of the super smooth white, and that one is 300 GSM. So 50 sheets in total for £9.99, 607753. Next then, we've got the 10.5 centimetres, and you've got 80 sheets here. I just love the richness and the brightness of this red. I think it's wonderful. Oh, right, so it's limited stock then. £10.99. Item number is 863425. Now, don't forget about your happy hour deal. Just up until, so you've got half an hour remaining to get it. I do like it. I just love it because it's like holographic, isn't it? You've got 40 sheets, 300 GSM, so really good for your construction. Look at that, £14 saving. It's only £9.99 there. Item number is 715293. Now, obviously, Claire was using the red liner tape. We've got some different sizes in a bundle for you. Now, we've got the 3, 6, 9 and 12 mil. 120 metres in total, because don't forget, you've got 30 metres on each roll. Normally, your standard ones, you only have about 5. So this is £13.99. 825810 is your item number. Then the Scotch tape, the removable Scotch tape. I must get myself some more of this. Half the stock has gone. It's £13.99. It's so useful. Couldn't be without this. 999217 is your item number. Then we've got the non-clog glue bottles. That is really hard for me to say. £13.99, and it's item number 603282. And then last but not least, we've got the beautiful red velvet card. It's lush, this. 10 sheets for £9.99. Item number is 610625, and we are nearly 70% of the stock gone. Back with you then, Claire, if that's okay.
Right, I'm going to be brave.
Go for it, you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
You've told me it's all right.
Yeah.
Lottie's told me it's all right. We're going to go for it. So we are going to go and make this card. So I've been watching all kinds of people play with their jelly plates and do mirror stamping. I'm thinking, I can do this. And you know what? If it goes wrong, it's a good learning process for us all, isn't it?
All good. You'll be fine.
She says
You'll
brave.
be fine, seriously.
So I'm just going to grab some of our super smooths. This little magic box that I keep going into is our A5 and A6.
It's very good.
I think it might even be the last over 7-day saver today, actually.
We can have a look for you.
Sorry,
Yes.
Lottie.
No, it's all right. It's all
Yeah,
right.
so
We have got it, yeah.
A5 and A6, so
Good.
stock up while you can on that. I always have a box of it on the go, and I use it all the time just to cut down these little bits, really. So I'm just going to cut a little panel to 17 by 11.
Cool. And we've got on screen there, look at all that cardstock. Good stuff.
You get it in this box.
It's very handy.
It's absolutely fabulous. And then I end up keeping all these little bits as well that I've cut off. So, right, let's go for it. So, first of all, what we're going to do, I am going to grab our deer stamp, and we're going to go in and stamp it the real way first. So we're going to stamp it on there. And because it doesn't quite reach to the edge of the cards, I'm going to pop a little bit there and a little bit there. Okay.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm going to give that a quick wipe because I'm going to change my ink now. I'm going to use a distress ink, and this is a bit of an old distress ink of mine.
Yeah.
So it won't be, I don't want it to be as dark as that. Also on the jelly plate, you'll get a bit of a softer look as well. So it might look a little bit smudgy or just slightly out of focus. And again, I'm all right with that because it's a reflection. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to stamp the same scene onto my jelly plate. You can do this on acetate as well.
Oh, yes.
All of these mediums are a little bit tricky just because they're a bit slidey. But, you know, a little bit of practice. It's fine, all right. So, let's see if I can line this up. You'll not see it brilliantly until I've stamped it down. There we go.
And commit.
Da, da, da. Yay.
Oh, yay.
There we go.
Perfect.
Oh, I
First
can
time.
breathe again now. I'm
Bless
good.
you.
So that's the basis of our card. This is our masket.
Yeah.
So I've die cut this. I've just die cut a circle, and I'm going to pop it up there. I am going to grab my, I'm going to make sure it's really stuck down at the edges because I'm going to add the Pearlywink sprays to this next, and because they're quite wet, I want to make sure that my moon stays as dry as possible. So I'm going to use a couple of colours. Let's try and protect our work surface a little bit. If you've got any bigger card, it's quite nice to put that down, and then you can cut all the bits up afterwards that you've used. So this is Anemone Blue, which is kind of a bit purpley.
Oh, I like that.
And then we will add some Blue Grotto.
I love these colours.
And then we'll go for the magenta, so just add a little bit of pink to lighten it up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my roll of kitchen paper and I'm just going to dry it off a little bit. And what's quite nice is because of the lines in the paper, you do get a bit of pattern on it as well, which is quite cute. Now what I want to do, and I'll just grab a little piece of my A5, I want the top to be a little bit darker. So I could do this in lots of ways. I could use distress inks to go over it, but for now, I am just going to add a little bit more ink on the top. I'll add a little bit of the blue. And I just love the fact it's different every time. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to grab the shimmery one.
Oh, nice.
But I'm only going to put that on the bottom piece because I want that, that's our water, and I want that to sparkle a little bit. So I'm just going to move that to there. And just, that is it. And I would leave that wherever possible to dry. If you dab it off with a kitchen towel, it takes some of the intensity of the colours. Whereas if you let it dry a little bit, it will dry. And I'll bring one in that I did in the break.
Yeah, I really like that.
So I mean, it's just instant prettiness, isn't it?
I always think those sort of blend of colours are like fantasy colours.
Yeah.
You know, you can get the fairies and.
So that was the one that I spritzed in in the break.
Sure.
And now all I'm going to do is bring in some Distress ink. And you could use Distress or you could use Distress Oxides, all of those would work. This is just a blue, again, a purpley colour would work as well. I just want to highlight around there.
I love it when the mask comes off and you get that reveal.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll just pop a little bit of ink all the way around the edge just to add a little bit of definition to the edge of our card.
Yep.
But that shimmer is beautiful. There we go. So you could obviously take as long as you want to do that. What I am going to do is I'm just going to grab a little fine liner and we're just going to draw our horizon in as well. So kind of down the middle of that. And just follow the line. Add a few little lines into the water.
That is so pretty. It's very serene as well.
Just super quick to do as well, really. It's the kind of thing I think people would look at and think it would take you an awfully long time to do. And you could add more mountains and stuff, but I quite liked it just as it was with that kind of, like you said, slight fantasy feel about it. And then we can take...
Oh, lush.
And it's just so white underneath. It's absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
So, back to our...
Happy hour.
Yeah. So I'll grab some red liner tape actually, because it works. Because this has been spritzed, it'll be, it's still quite flat, but obviously it's had water introduced to it. So
was it the super smooth that
you
used?
It is super smooth, yeah. And you can see that I've put quite a lot of moisture onto there. And you know, it would stick with our EVA, but I quite like. Sometimes I like a bit of red liner tape.
Yeah.
There you go. If it won't come off, give it a quick, because it'll take the static off it as well, which is really good, so it doesn't get stuck to your hands. And we'll pop you on there. Da, da, da. I'm not sure it's straight, but there we go. And then if we find, so this is one of our 18 by 24 cards, and all I've done is put a half fold in.
Sure.
And I know, let's grab some foam pads.
Oh yeah, just raise it up a little bit.
Yeah. And again, it'll add, it adds dimension, not only because it's got physical dimension, but it'll add a bit of a shadow in there as well underneath it.
Foam pads are at the bottom of the screen because you get the rolls and the pads.
And I just love the fact it's got easy lift on it as well. So they, you know.
Sometimes you can spend just ages trying to get the backs off, so it's good having these.
Anything that makes crafting quick is always good. Oh, I haven't put my winter wishes on. Never mind. I know what we'll do. We'll do a separate little tag for it because I wouldn't want to mess that up now because it's really pretty. So we'll just grab a bit of our Super Smooth out of our Magic Super Smooth box. Let's grab, oh, we haven't used this one, so that's good. So we can use this one. So this is our little banner.
Yeah. Just to say that the Super Smooth, you know, that lovely collection, 7-day saver, that will finish at 8 AM tomorrow when we launch more. Oh, I like that banner.
It's really cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you think of like any small stamps you've got that would fit in there.
Yes.
You know, for me, when I'm buying stamps, if I can buy a set that I'm like, oh, I can use that with that.
Yeah,
or I can,
definitely.
You know, so for this, although we've designed it as Christmas, I can just see me using it so many different ways.
I do like
And our winter wishes,
yeah.
and that fits in there beautifully. We will quickly cut that out.
Yeah, it's not too much of a difficult shape to cut out.
No. And especially if you leave a little bit of a border around it as well.
Yeah.
that's actually quite forgiving. She says dropping it.
Don't worry.
So,
details for the stamps are back on screen. You've got 17 stamps in total for £14.95. They've been super busy. We are, oh yes, we are now 70% of the restock stock gone. 143407.
So there we go. And where should we put you? That's the big question now, isn't it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to cut that end off. We will grab a little bit of the ink we have just been using. There we go. And just add a little bit of ink to it, just to bring it into our piece, really, so it's not, it doesn't stand out quite so much. And those foam pads, what I'm going to do...
That's it, if you chop them down, you're going to get so many more.
And go under there.
Details back on for the foam tape collection. £24.99 with a £5.50 saving. But the fact you've got 1,500 pads on those rolls.
But I mean, for this bit, I haven't even used one.
No.
So we are just going to pop you, and we'll pop you all the way over to there, and we'll just pop you in there. And there we go.
Nice.
There is our winter wishes.
I really like that.
So
let's see if we can see that sparkle, I wonder, in the
can.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, isn't that so beautiful?
So for me, it was quite an easy way to have a go at this technique because the water was kind of like being looked after itself. I wasn't having to add any super difficult technique. So yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So give it a go.
Oh, lovely stuff. Thank you, Claire. I reckon
you.
we can fit another one in if you're happy to.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. Now, the sprays Claire's been using, here they are. You're getting this lovely set of 7, and you've got some gorgeous colours there. £22.97. 588034. Oh, in fact, you've done a nice little board for us, haven't you? Okie doke. Let's show you these. So you're getting the magenta, I can never say this word, anemone, anemone. I can't say it. Yeah, anyway, the blue. You've got the blue grotto, you've got your chartreuse yellow and your sweet orange. And are you also getting, is it these?
Yeah,
these
so you're also
well?
getting the Colourpop Cotton White.
Right.
And I've done it on a few colours there to show you. And you're getting the Pearl Mist Diamond Pearl.
Great.
So on there, you've either got Cotton White or Diamond Pearl, or both of them together, I think, is on that one, just to show you that if you put both together, they work really well.
It looks like a galaxy, that.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, I love that. And then here it is on the red cardstock.
I thought because we've got so much red on, it was nice to show people on the red. So that's the Diamond Pearl on the red.
Marvellous.
So,
and that's a bit of both?
A bit of both.
I like that.
And then just the Diamond Pearl on the white.
Yeah. Good.
But you can always see those metallic flakes in there. It's brilliant.
Lovely. So you're getting all 7 of those for £22.97, 588034. Then we're coming back onto our stamps. I just think these are gorgeous. 17 stamps in total. Just love the idea of the ticket. And of course your deer will fit into there too. We are 70% of the stock gone. £14.95, 143407. And then the happy hour, what have we got? We're talking 15 minutes left now before it's going to go up in price. I just love all the colours that you see through there. £9.99. Now, this is 300 GSM, and you've got 40 sheets. Massive £14 saving. 715293 is your item number. Next then, we've got the red liner tape. You're getting 120 metres in total because, because there's 30 metres on each roll. So you've got the different sizes. The 3, the 6, the 9 and the 12 millimetre. 825810 is the item number. Then we've got the mascot sheets. You're getting 10 sheets of those. A4, of course, for £9.99. Just brilliant for creating foregrounds, backgrounds, etc. 976569. And after this, we've got that Scotch tape. You get the 2 rolls, 65.8 metres in total. That's very specific, isn't it? £13.99. 999 Then we've got the velvet card. Busy for this. It is really luxurious card, premium quality. Well, to be honest, everything that Pink Frog brings us is premium quality. 70% of the stock gone. £9.99 610 625 is your item number. How do you feel? You ready to go, Claire?
I am, yeah.
Nice.
So we talk about mask it a lot. So
Yeah.
what I thought I'd do is show you exactly how we use it, because I think quite often we're just like, oh yeah, this is what you do with it. So I would take the stamp or the shape that I want, and I would just stamp it. So I'm just stamping it directly onto our mask. It comes in A4 sheets. I've used a bit of this one, but that's exactly, so you just stamp it as you would normally stamp it, use a permanent ink. At that point then, I would just cut around it.
Okay.
And then that is my mask to use
Fab.
several times.
Ooh, excuse me.
So let's make a little card. So what I need to think about when I'm planning this is what do I want at the front, because that's the first stamp I'm going to stamp. So this is going to be our ticket. And the one at the front I want to be on a bit of a jaunty angle. So I'm going to pop that down on there. There we go.
Lovely.
I can then, I'll ink all over my fingers. Let's give them a quick wipe.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, for pretty much nearly all the stamp sets that they buy, as soon as they bring it in, they'll also stamp onto the mask
so
it, and then...
that's one of the first things I do now.
Yeah.
I make the page for my little stamp book.
Nice.
And I cut the masks out. So as I'm testing the stamps, I'm already cutting my masks out ready.
Oh, so do you do the stamp books like Hazel does?
Yeah. So this one is just on its own at the minute because I can't put it with the other ones.
Oh, see, because we had the lovely Julie Hickey here yesterday, and she's done the same thing. Did you see?
Yeah, and it's so lovely. We've got on our Pink Frog inspiration page, we've got lots of the crafters making them as well and decorating them beautifully. So I'm just going to, again, make sure this is nicely stuck down.
Cool.
So I've just stuck that exactly over where I've just stamped. And now, when I stamp this, it'll look like it's tucked behind. So we'll pop you up there. We will then grab our season's greetings as well. And I want this on our back tag. So I'm working on the back at the moment. Anything on the front will be masked off. And this is fired brick. This is slightly
I like this red.
Softer red, this one. And this one's a bit of an older pad for me as well. So it gives quite a vintage kind of look to it. So there's our season's greetings. I am then going to, let's take that one off there. Let's go December 25th. And I love this just at the edge of our tag. And I think anything else is going to be tucked away under there. So now what I can do is try not to get ink everywhere.
Bless you.
Is just take that off there. And we've got a whole tag in front.
Cool, I like that.
It amazes me every time. It's almost up there with heat embossing for me. So
that's nice.
Let's stamp this again. Pop that down. And because it isn't really, it's still a flat piece of card, stamping on it isn't a problem. So it's not as I'm stamping on different layers. And we'll bring our December 25th in, right way up. And back to our little star. I think I've had my money's worth out of that star already.
You have. It's good. Well, it's like I call them the little workers.
They are little workers. The other good thing about keeping them in books is it does help me keep tidy as well when I'm crafting. I do put them back, put my stamps back more when they're in their little book.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, I love that.
So we'll just bring some colour. Oh, I know what we'll do. We'll bring some colour in and then stamp on the edges.
Cool. Yeah, still got time.
That'll be fine. So I'm just going to use a bit of card just to try and keep it a little bit cleaner. That was already quite inky. When you're using your distress or your distress oxides, don't worry if they look a bit messy, especially when you start blending them. As they dry, they always dry a little bit softer than you expect them to.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes walk away, leave it, let it be. Or use your blending brushes as well, and they'll give you a softer effect if that's what you want. But all of a sudden you can see we can just add quite a lot of colour around that. And then I'm going to soften this anyway in a minute because we're going to give it a quick spray. Come on. Oh, don't make the counter wobble, Claire. Don't make the counter wobble. So what we'll do, I've got a piece that it's not quite the right shape, but it's enough for what I want and what I need.
Yeah. Oh, a little stock update then. 80% of the restock stock of the stamps has now gone. It's going to be dispatched from the 20th of July. £14.95, beautiful stamps, and you've got 17 in there. I really like them.
So again, we're just going to add a little bit of our white. You know what? Let's add a little bit of pearl as well. So obviously I could make a proper mask, but that's just protecting it a little bit while I stamp it. I got one already done. No, that's fine. We can stick that on a card. All is good. What I will do is I just wanted to bring in our other stars. So our stars on the wires. Let's just give that mat a bit of a wipe. There we go. I am just going to give this a really quick blast.
Yeah, sure.
Just get some of that moisture out.
The sprays are getting really busy now, actually. £22.97 is your price. 588034 is your item number. So you've got your 7 sprays. Fab.
It's a little bit damp, but be fine. Still using the same colour, just to kind of draw the eye in. I'm going to use the stamps, so I'm going to use them at a quirky little angle on the corner.
You've got 4 minutes.
Oh, it's fine.
Yep.
Nearly there. There we go. So just again, just to bring and draw your eye in a little bit.
Nice.
It's wet now, so I should just leave it, shouldn't I? That'd be a good idea. So what I've done is I have grabbed one of our, so this is the true red in 15 by 30. All I've done is popped a score line down the middle, so at 15 centimetres. And I'm just going to use our glue to pop this on. So for me, these cards would be great if you were batch making. You know, you could sit and, you know, knock a load of these out in an hour. And these are the cards that we put in our little notelet holder. So they're really super easy to make. I'm just going to grab a bit of card because that's just a bit inky at the moment. I don't really want to spread it. There we go. Super quick.
That's wonderful.
An easy card, but it looks so much more just because you've used your mask it, and it looks like you've got dimension in there.
It does. When you look at it from the front, it looks like you've got foam pads and things underneath. You know, you haven't.
Yeah. So think of that Christmas posting.
Yeah.
That's going to go through on your lower rate.
I like that. Good stuff. Thank you very much, Claire. So then, which one are we recapping? Oh, the sprays. Yes, let's look at the board for you. Nice and busy for these. So you've got your magenta, the blue that I can't pronounce, the blue grotto, the chartreuse yellow, sweet orange. Bake it in my ear is trying to get me to say it. So, you I can't do it. Forget it. Just read the label. And though, where did I put? Oh, here they are. Also, just to show you the colours of the other two. What we're calling it, Colour Pop.
Colour Pop Cotton White.
Cotton White.
So
yeah,
it's an acrylic. It's an acrylic base, but it's water based as well.
Right.
I have no idea what the technology behind that is, but it's fabulous. And for somebody who quite often struggles to get that kind of like snow look by paint and things, these have been an absolute joy to work with. I've really loved that snow effect, and you can say I think it's on nearly every sample I've done.
It's so good. And then this one, what was this one again?
That one has got the diamond. I've got to find the bottle now, haven't I? Oh, look, it's in front of me. So it's Pearl Mist, and the colour is Diamond Pearl.
Wonderful. And then I love the two together. I think that looks really cool.
Like you say, you could use that for like space cards or just night skies as well. So lots of uses for that one.
£22.97. Item number is 588034. And then just to finish off, we'll come back to these beautiful stamps. We've gone limited now, limited stock. 17 stamps in total, and it is £14.95, 143407. Do you know when you're next in, Claire?
Hazel's back on the 8th and the 9th.
Right.
So,
is that one day special?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
So
we've got it for 2 days.
Yeah. And keep your eye out. There's some really beautiful things coming from Pink Frog.
Oh, I like that, teasing us. Thank you very much, Claire.
Thank you.
So remember, you can still get everything. If you pop your happy hour in your basket and check out now, we will honour that price. Don't go anywhere. More coming up after.